Everybody knows how to spin the wheel.
Let's go, wheel!
Give me a miracle.
But when you put insane amounts of money up there,
Boom! Look at that!
I'm talking $3 million a spin.
$23 million is on the line tonight. Spin the wheel!
Spin the wheel.
Now you're talking about the biggest game ever played.
Holy
A game where every spin can make dreams come true.
You're one spin away from fortune, or one spin away from losing it all. Come on! Come on! Come on! Could be worth $2 or $3 million this spin.
You need to get the pop culture trivia right.
That was correct.
And with a little bit of luck, you can win millions and millions of dollars.
Yes!
Yeah! That is a lot of money. With all this at stake, we don't let just anybody play this game.
Tonight, we're giving that chance to Anne-Marie Filer, a mother of 3 from Nevada who's developed a gardening program for kids in at-risk schools.
We teach kids how to grow food and cook the food that comes straight out of their garden beds.
When the city of Las Vegas faced a devastating tragedy, Anne-Marie took action to help.
All of the chefs and all of the restaurant partners that we have spontaneously became a hub of resources for all of our first responders. And we ended up serving over 10,000 meals.
Who better to get a shot at $23 million than this selfless pillar of her community?
It's time to spin the wheel.
Filer from Las Vegas.
Hi, Dad.
Hello, Anne-Marie. Welcome.
Thank you.
Tell me, you know, the Las Vegas tragedy, we got to see the worst side of us. But then what so often happens in those situations is we then get to see the very best side of us, and you were a part of that. So tell me about that.
It's always hard to think about that day, to be honest with you, Dax. My children were inundated with what was on the news and seeing that, and it was really important for me to have them come out and be of service to the community so that they can see the other side of it. Nurses, doctors, surgeons, the EMTs, we'd go out and made sure that all those people that I just mentioned had an option and an availability to get hot food.
10,000 meals.
10,000 hot meals.
Hot meals. That's so beautiful. You are the exact type of person that we like to have on this show. Anne-Marie, we're going to give you 16 spins tonight, and if everything goes your way, you could leave here with a total of $23 million. Yes.
That is so crazy.
You are in round one. Round one is very simple. 4 spins. We call this round quick spin. Here's how it works. You're going to spin the wheel 4 times. I'm going to ask you 4 questions. You're going to get 10 seconds to answer each one of those questions. If you get it right, we will add the money you land on. If you get it wrong, we subtract that amount of money.
Okay.
We have wedges on this wheel that are worth
$100,000, you see them both there in the green. $200,000, $250,000.
And the payday doesn't stop there. We also have wedges worth $500,000. Look at that.
Yes!
And with 4 questions and 4 spins, you could leave this round alone with $2 million on the board. Are you ready to play?
I am ready to play.
Okay, fantastic. Now, before you step up to the wheel, I want to tell you that it's a gigantic Goliath. The way you're going to get this behemoth to move is you're going to set it in motion with your touch. The speed and timing of each spin is randomly generated. Are you ready to spin the wheel?
I am ready to spin
Spin
this
number 1,
wheel.
Anne-Marie, let's get it.
Here we go.
There we go. You're going to make your selection on this podium here. Considered one of the greatest soccer players in history, Pele was born in and played for which of these countries? Brazil or Argentina? You have 10 seconds.
All right.
Anne-Marie has made her selection. How much will this question be worth?
We like the green. We like the green. We like that. Yes, we do. All right.
200, get over there. Hello, get down there. Get down there. Oh, boy.
$5,000 is
exciting game. What did you answer?
I answered A, Brazil.
The answer is Brazil. Start out putting money on the board, $5,000.
That's a good start.
All right, spin number 2. Step up to the wheel, Anne-Marie,
Okay.
and spin the wheel. And it's off.
Quick spin question 2. Here we go.
We've got
Vermilion is a shade of which of these colors? Red or green?
aha, red or green. Okay, vermilion is a shade of which of these colors?
All right, Anne-Marie, you've locked in your answer. What will it be worth?
Okay, we've got kids to feed, we've got gardens to grow, we've got college funds, we've got a lot
Go,
of
go, 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 go. 250, keep going. Oh, so very close to 250,000.
Woo!
What was your answer, Anne-Marie?
My answer was green.
Well, I have good and bad news for you. It was red, but it's only going to cost you $1.
Yeah.
So, hey, let's take $1 off. It is time for spin number 3. So, Anne-Marie, let's spin the wheel.
All right.
Let's land on something this time, okay? The prime meridian, which runs through Greenwich, England, is which type of line? Latitude or longitude?
Which type of line? Okay, let's go, Will. Let luck be on my side with this one. Come on,
Oh,
keep up,
here
keep up,
comes that
keep
bright
up,
green
keep up,
500.
yeah.
Slow down.
Okay, okay, okay. This game is crazy.
It's a bonkers game.
Oh, man.
Before we even get to your answer, can you tell me which one runs vertically and which one runs horizontally?
I'm thinking longitude runs horizontally.
It's backwards.
Okay,
Yeah.
great.
Yep, so
it's
longitude,
all just
latitude.
latitude. Thank you.
What was your answer?
Longitude.
Well, guess what? It was longitude. Gonna bring your total up to $19,999. It's time for spin number 4. Let's spin the wheel, Anne-Marie.
Answer this question correctly, you could be leaving the round with over 500 grand.
Okay.
Which Pixar film features a main character named Boo?
Okay.
Monsters, Inc. or Inside Out? In 10 seconds. Release the hounds. Come on, baby.
Come on, let's go. Come on, you're working with me. You're working with me. We're together on this deal. Maybe.
500, 500. Oh, 250, keep going. Get over there. Oh, come on.
Okay.
I've seen better bounces.
I have.
But again, it could have been much worse. You could have been on your neighbor there, $1. What was your answer?
Monsters, Inc.
You were right. It is Boo. We're gonna put another $1,000 on the board. It's gonna bring your total to $20,999. When we come back, the money gets even bigger.
We immediately up the ante to $1 million per spin. And the entire family gets in on the action.
This question is worth $2 million.
And later, a heart-stopping decision.
The pressure of sitting in that seat is something I have never imagined.
Welcome back to Spin the Wheel. Anne-Marie, your current total is $20,999. You brought some family members
I
with you
did.
tonight. Could you tell us who's here?
On the end, we've got my brother Vinny. We've got my Nana, who is my world. We've got my boys, Yosef and Ari. My absolutely gorgeous husband, Andrew.
He's very good looking, very masculine. If that guy and I get into something in traffic, I'm just gonna keep driving. My bad.
And my daughter, Mackenzie.
Okay, now it's time to find out who your partner in the game will be. The person that sits in that chair is gonna have a lot of power. The wheel is out of your control, but the amount of risk you take will be up to your partner, and that will dramatically affect how much money you leave here with tonight. Now, who will be your partner?
Mackenzie, I made you a promise when you were 5 years old to make sure you had every opportunity in your life to follow your dreams and your passions. And I think we're in one of those moments right now.
Woo!
I choose you, baby. I choose
Mackenzie.
you. So much.
All right. Mackenzie, you have a lot of power at your fingertips. Hidden from all of us is a secret button. And if you push it in this round, it'll double the amount at stake for that question. But if you hit the button and Anne-Marie is wrong, it will double the loss. And with $500,000 wedges on the wheel, each question could be worth $1 million. You could win $1 million, it could cost you $1 million. With all this money on the line, we have to prevent you two from communicating. You probably have some freaky mother-daughter telepathy thing anyways, but we are going to make sure you cannot see each other. We're gonna raise a screen in front of you, Mackenzie. This is very high-tech. The whole budget of the show is in that right there. There are 4 questions in this round, and with the button, a possible $4 million at stake. This is spin number 5. Let's spin the wheel, Anne-Marie.
Okay. Let's do this, big wheel.
Here we go! Question 1 of round 2. Nicki Minaj was discovered by music manager Big Fendi on what social media platform? Snapchat, Vine, or MySpace?
And I have 10 seconds. Snapchat, Vine, or MySpace. Okay.
If Mackenzie decided to hit the button, the spin could be worth $1 million.
Got those big numbers going on. Come on, 500,000, okay.
200, get over there.
25,000.
Get over there. Go, 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 go.
5,000.
Okay.
We can do a garden for an elementary school with $5,000 that will serve over 600 children.
Okay. Well, when you put it in those terms, very valuable wedge.
Yes.
Anne-Marie, what was your answer?
I chose Vine.
I'm sure Mush has an opinion about whether or
I
not
bet
you
she
know
does.
Nicki Minaj.
My mom is pretty hip, but I did not double up.
Did not
Okay.
double. And in this case, that was the right move because the answer was, in fact, MySpace.
Okay.
So that's going to bring your total down to $15,999. This is spin number 6. Anne-Marie, spin the wheel. A spin on one foot describes which of these ballet moves? Plie, jeté, or pirouette?
Okay, I am going to say...
Let's go for one of these big green wedges. 250,000 or 500,000.
Let's throw some money on this wheel right now. Come on! Come on, big dollars. Let's go.
Go, 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 go. Get over there. Get over
Really hard to breathe right now.
Anne-Marie, what was your answer?
My answer was C, pirouette.
Okay. It was pirouette. The question is, did Mush hit that button?
I did double up.
Oh my God, I love this child.
That means we're putting $400,000 on the board, and that's going to bring your new total to $415,999. This is spin number 7. Let's see if you can't put some more money on this board. Here we go. Third question of the round. Which of these coffee drinks traditionally contains no milk? Cappuccino, macchiato, or Americano? Anne-Marie and Mackenzie, you both have 10 seconds.
Let's go, big wheel. There's lots of things up there. 500,000.
Keep going.
Okay, 250,000.
200, keep rolling, 200, come on. Oh,
Okay.
Mush, did you double it?
I doubled up on this one.
Okay, so $200 are on the line. Anne-Marie, what was your answer?
My answer is Americano.
You are correct, it is Americano. You were on fire in this round. We're gonna put $200 more up on the board. Now we're at $416,199. Spin number 8 is upon us. Anne-Marie, spin the wheel.
Okay.
With this spin, you could finish the round with over $1.4 million. Here we go.
Stella McCartney, the daughter of singer Paul McCartney, is best known for her work as which of these? Fashion designer, celebrity chef, or runway model? You both have 10 seconds to make your choices.
Let's go. We got a lot of work to do in this world. We got all of the hungry children in Las Vegas.
Here comes that 200,000. Get over there. 200, 200, stay on there.
100.
Bounce, 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 bounce. Oh! Go, 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 go!
Okay.
Oh, boy. $50,000. Mackenzie, you think your mom knew the answer to this?
I don't know if she knew the answer with this, but I decided to take a risk and double up anyways.
Wow, okay. Mackenzie was confident. Were you confident?
I was.
Let me hear your answer, Anne-Marie. What was it?
I said A, fashion designer.
We'll have $100,000 worth of great news for you. It was fashion designer. That's going to take you north of $500,000. $516,199. Coming up, one right answer can add $2 million to the wheel.
Up next, Anne-Marie begins to build her wheel. The strategy is key and the payoffs are huge.
Keep
$1
going.
million, $1 million, $1 million. All right, welcome back. I'm here with Anne-Marie, whose current total in the game is $516,199. We have 8 spins behind us. We have 8 left to go. In round 3, the money gets staggering. We've added 2 wedges, each worth $1 million. But there are now 2 wedges on the wheel that will take you back to 0.
I will be staying clear of those.
Good. You're gonna need to because round 3 is where the structure of the game changes completely.
This round is where you will build your wheel.
Okay.
It happens in these 4 areas here in light blue. When you get a question right, we will add money to those areas. But you get a question wrong, and we will add back to zeros to those areas. The 4 questions are worth either $250,000, $500,000, $1 million, or $2 million. But for a $250,000 question, if you were to get it wrong, we add 1 back to 0 wedge. All the way up to 4 back to zeros for a $2 million question. Every answer is critical to getting the odds in your favor.
Okay.
Because the changes you make now are permanent and they stay through the end of the game.
Okay.
You will decide how much each question is worth. And to help you make that choice, we're going to show you the beginning of each question before you decide.
Okay.
Let's get started. Here is the beginning of your first question. An airport in which of these cities? You can pick any one of those 4.
Okay. I'm thinking $500,000.
Listen, Mom, you have traveled so much, and I think that $500,000 is what this question is worth.
Okay.
So, for $500,000 or 2 back to zeros, the full question is, an airport in which of these cities shares a name with a character played by Hugh Jackman in the X-Men movies? Seattle, Atlanta, Boston, or Chicago?
Okay. I feel like Hugh Jackman's always this, like, hairy character, right? He's like a wolf guy with long nails. I don't think there's a Wolfman airport, so I'm not totally confident about what way to go here. My answer is Seattle.
Okay, there's a lot to unpack here. He doesn't play a Wolfman.
Okay.
Okay.
I was guessing.
He plays Wolverine.
Wolverine.
He's close, yeah.
That's right.
Who, by the way, bears an uncanny resemblance to your husband.
Does.
But his real name is Logan. And Logan is in Boston, Logan International Airport. So unfortunately, the answer was Boston.
Okay.
Which means we're gonna have to add 2 back to zeros.
It hurts.
But right or wrong in this round, your next spin always gives you a chance to put some more money on the board. So this is spin number 9. It could take your total to over $1.5 million. It could also wipe you out completely. Anne-Marie, please spin the wheel.
Okay.
Here we go.
Oh, yes!
Let's avoid those new back to zeros and land in $1 million instead.
There's a lot of really great chances on this board. Come on, get to those millions. Okay.
$1 million wedge is coming around.
Keep going. 300,000 would be good.
$1 million.
Oh my God.
Oh, boy.
We're okay with that.
You landed on 1,000. It's going to bring your total to $517,199. So let's see the beginning of your next question, and we'll decide what you're going to play for. To be or not to be?
Okay. It sounds literature-y. I love literature. I mean,
1 million then.
let's do it.
A big swing. This is for $1 million wedge, or 3 back to zeros if you're wrong. The full question is, to be or not to be is the question addressed in a famous soliloquy spoken by which Shakespearean title character? Hamlet, Macbeth, King Lear, or Romeo?
I don't think it's Romeo. Romeo's more like, wherefore art thou, Romeo? It's not going to be that. Is it Macbeth or is it Hamlet? This is $1 million. Ugh! Who did this? Come on. My answer is Macbeth.
The gasp from the audience probably didn't help your confidence. It didn't help mine.
No, not at all.
And it was Hamlet.
It was.
Because you wagered $1 million on
Get
this, we have to add 3 back to zero wedges to the wheel.
We got it.
The wheel is set. Spin number 10.
This spin could push your total to over $1.5 million, but you must avoid those 7 back to zeros.
Okay.
Please step up and spin the wheel, Anne-Marie.
Come on, Mom. Let's do this.
Come on, million.
We're crediting you, Will. Look at all these chances I have to win. There's a lot happening. $1 million.
We like green and gold. 300, 300.
Come on.
100,000, get over there.
Okay.
What a roller coaster ride that was. That's going to bring you up to $527,199. Here's the beginning of your next question. Doug was found hungover on the roof.
Okay.
Mom, this question is worth $2 million! We are from Las Vegas!
Okay, I'm gonna go with $2 million.
For $2 million, Anne-Marie, or 4 back to zeros if you're wrong. Here is your full question. Doug was found hungover on the roof of a resort on the Las Vegas Strip a few hours before his wedding at the end of the 2009 film, The Hangover. Which resort was it? Bellagio, Caesar's Palace, Stratosphere, or Mandalay Bay?
Okay. It's crazy what's happening in my body right now. When there's $2 million sitting there and all of your family's dreams, like you are like, do I really know this? But I do really know this. My answer is B, Caesar's Palace.
So much money. What could be prettier than adding $2 million to this wheel? It would be almost as beautiful as Caesar's Palace, which is the right answer. Now, your work's not done because you just earned a wedge for $2 million.
Wow.
And it's up to you how it goes on the wheel. You can put all of the money on one wedge, or you can split it evenly between 2, 3, or 4 wedges.
Okay.
Putting all your money on one wedge would be the most aggressive way to play this game. Splitting the wedge, creating a lot of friendly real estate would be the safest way to play.
Okay.
Seeing a lot of 4s.
4? Okay.
Sounds like you're gonna split it 4 ways,
I am.
is that?
That is my decision.
The wheel is set.
That is gorgeous!
Spin number 11. Let's spin the wheel.
a back to zero.
You found your way to the $50,000 wedge. It's gonna bring you up to $577,199. You only have one wedge left to play for.
That's
so
correct.
we are going to go right into the full question for a $250,000 wedge, or one back to zero if you're wrong. Your question is, after marrying England's Prince Harry, Meghan Markle took which of these royal titles? Duchess of Sussex, Countess of Cambridge, Princess of Wales, Baroness of Kensington.
Okay, the Princess of Wales cannot be it. That's not it, that's out. And I feel like I've read that Kensington is their home, but it's this magnificent palace. And I guess if you live in Kensington, you'd be the Baroness of Kensington. My answer is D, Baroness of Kensington.
So your answer was Baroness of Kensington. It is Duchess of Sussex.
It is. Oh, okay.
You have to add one back to zero.
Which means there are 8 wedges that can wipe out all your money.
Okay.
The wheel is set. Spin number 12. Let's spin the wheel.
Mom, you got this. I love you.
If things go well, Anne-Marie, you could end this round with over $1.5 million.
I love the purple. I love the green. I think the gold is amazing, though. Yeah, that's all right. Get past that.
Come on, wheel.
Get past that. You're okay.
250. Keep going.
You'll be awesome. Get past
Get
that.
over there. Oh.
Okay. All right, Dax.
Yeah, lean on me.
Oh
lean on
my
me.
gosh.
We're gonna have to take your total down to zero, but this game is not over. You have only spun the wheel 12 of 16 times.
Okay.
When we come back, it's all or nothing. The final spins are next on Spin the Wheel.
Coming up, the final spins
Oh, yeah.
with the biggest wedges of the night.
Mackenzie, it's time to decide.
Will Mackenzie take guaranteed cash
Million, 2 million.
Take it or leave it.
or risk it all for a shot at millions?
Welcome back to Spin the Wheel. I am here with Anne-Marie. Unfortunately, your last spin landed you on a back to zero,
Yes, it
and
did.
it took away north of $500,000.
Yes, it did.
But we are about to go into our final spins where millions of dollars will be added to the wheel.
Yes.
Now, the most important thing to remember going forward is that if you hit it back to zero again, or any wedge that takes your total down to zero, the game is over.
Yep.
No more spins. But before each spin, the wheel will give you a chance to walk away with an instant cash guarantee. Only one person in this arena can accept the walkaway, and that is you, Mackenzie.
All right, Mud.
It all goes back to the hidden button under your right hand. If you press the button before the spin, the walkaway amount will be yours. You can only take one walkaway, so be careful.
Anne-Marie, your job is to spin 4 times no matter what. Mackenzie's job is to decide when enough is enough, or to risk everything and go for more.
We're gonna have to bring up the screen again to give you privacy to make that decision.
You got this, my girl.
Until this is over, no one on this stage except Mackenzie will know the decision being made. So, here we go. This is the wheel that you set through the last round. Your current total is 0, but the wheel still thinks you're in a position of value. You have 4 spins left and multiple million-dollar wedges on the wheel, and that's gonna be a factor in what this first walkaway offer is. So, without further ado, let's look at the first walkaway offer. $39,279. There are 16 wedges that'll take you down to 0 and end the game.
Out of 48, though.
Out of 48. You can talk it over, but ultimately Mackenzie has the power.
$40,000 can mean a lot of things. You know, Mackenzie, that's your student loans. If I was sitting in your shoes, I would not be pushing a button right now, though.
Oh boy, oh boy. We are ready for spin number 13. Anne-Marie, let's get in position. One spin can change everything. It could be a fortune. It could also mean game over. Mackenzie, it's time to decide. The walkaway offer is right in front of you.
If you hit that button, that amount is yours, guaranteed.
Take it or leave it. We're gonna spin the wheel in 3, 2, 1. Let's spin the wheel.
The round that changes our family's life.
You need to hit any positive number to keep you in the game. Every spin from here on out is do or die.
Get past all that.
Those 4 pink 500,000 you put up there are coming around. That's gonna bring your new total to $500,000. It's spin number 14, and when we reach 14, we add a $1 million wedge to the wheel. Boom!
Oh my God, that's
But
pretty.
anytime we increase the money, we also increase the danger. So we're adding one more back to zero wedge
I
to
get
the
that.
wheel. Keep it fair.
Okay.
Based on your current total of $500,000, with 3 spins left, the wheel has calculated your second walkaway offer at $84,523.
And the plot thickens. Oh my gosh, that is a big decision for a 21-year-old woman to make.
Right now, there are 11 wedges up there that could take you back to zero.
11 out of 48.
Which improved from
So my
last.
odds just got better. Mackenzie, I just still go for it.
All right, you don't have a choice. You're going to spin. Of course, Mackenzie does have an incredibly hard choice to make, or she already made it. She may have accepted the first walkaway offer. We will not know what that decision was until the end of this game. Right now, we are ready for spin number 14. Anne-Marie, get into position.
Okay.
Mackenzie, it is time to take it or leave it.
Okay.
We're gonna spin this wheel in 3, 2, 1. Spin the wheel.
This is everything we ever dreamed of.
This spin could make you $1 million richer and could end your game.
Let's go. 500,000, million, a million. I'd love to write that million, but let's go. Let's go. Love those 500,000. Here's another million. Oh my God. Oh my God. Keep going. Back up, back up, back up.
200, get over there! Stop, 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 stop! Oh! Oh, ho, 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 ho!
We are in the game.
Wow, you are getting some very friendly bounces.
Yes.
We're gonna make your total $540,000. When we come back, we add a $2 million wedge to the wheel. Will Anne-Marie land on it? We'll find out after the break. Welcome back to Spin the Wheel. Let's get right back into the action. I'm here with Anne-Marie, whose current total in the game is $540,000. Spin number 15 is next, and at spin 15, we get even crazier. We add a $2 million wedge to the wheel. Look at that platinum wedge. But we increase the money, we increase the danger, so we're also gonna add 2 more back to zero wedges. Okay. Based on your current total of $540,000, with 2 spins left, the wheel has calculated your next walkaway offer at $121,686. That's no scratch off, Mackenzie.
No.
That is a nice chunk of change.
Okay.
You have 11 wedges that could end the game.
That still makes me want to play this game.
Okay. Mackenzie may have already hit that button. We won't know until this
We
game
don't
is
know.
over. But the next spin could be worth $2 million. We are ready for spin number 15. Mackenzie, it's time to decide. Take it or leave it because we are going to spin the wheel in 3, 2, 1. Spin the wheel.
This spin could get you over $2.5 million. It could also end your game. 3 different $1 million wedges, a $2 million wedge, 11 back to zeros.
And almost back to zero. All that stuff.
Here comes that $2 million. 500, 500, 500.
Right there.
Oh my goodness! This wheel is mad!
Every part of the inside of my body is shaking.
I'm experiencing some organ failure myself. The great news is you've landed on a $100,000 wedge. We're gonna make your total now $640,000. Now, your final spin of the night is upon us, spin number 16. And at 16, we add a $3 million wedge to the game.
Yes!
Gold and black.
Oh, yeah.
But more money, more problems. So for this final spin, we are adding 3 back to 0.
Ah! That's evil.
This is the final spin. Based on your current total of $640,000 with 1 spin remaining, the wheel has calculated your final walkaway offer at $233,860.
Okay.
Now, Mackenzie may have hit that button long ago. That would have been wise. But you've come this far.
Yeah, I mean, there are a lot of ways right now, Mackenzie, for us to become millionaires.
Voice of reason. There's also 14 wedges that will take you back to 0.
That being said, I trust you implicitly, and I love you no matter what you have decided tonight, what you decide right now, and what happens this evening.
Anne-Marie, this is the 16th and final spin. This could be gigantic. Time to lock in Mackenzie, because we're going to spin in 3, 2, 1. Spin the wheel.
This is the final spin of the night. It's all led to this. This spin can add $3 million or take everything.
Come on, let's play big. $1 million, $2 million, $3 million. Come on, come on, come on, come on. Pass it, pass
Here come those back to zeros.
Pass it.
Get on $1 million.
$1 million, $1 million.
Get on $1 million. Keep rolling, keep rolling.
We're playing together. Come on, come on, come on.
Oh my God. Oh my God. I can't even like keep it together right now. I'm so terrified and
Now, if there
excited.
any time to not keep it together,
God.
now's your one time in life to let it all hang out. Because with a $500,000 wedge, that's going to take your total north of $1 million to $1.14 million. Spins are over. The wheel has done its part. Only one person knows how this game will end. How did Mackenzie play it? Find out next on Spin the Wheel. Coming up, one decision
I had no idea what to do.
And one family shot at $1.1 million.
The pressure of sitting in that seat is something I have never imagined.
Welcome back. I'm here with Anne-Marie, who ended the game with a total of $1.14 million on the wheel. But none of us know how it really ended. We gave Mackenzie a chance to walk away with guaranteed cash
Or risk everything for a shot at millions.
Mackenzie's the only person here that knows how much money they're leaving with. Now, let me remind you of what the walkaway offers were. The first was just over $39,000. Each subsequent offer increased with the fourth and final offer at just over $233,000.
Wow.
So what I can tell you right now is that Mackenzie did not take offer number 4.
Okay.
She did not take offer number 3.
All right, baby.
And she did not take offer number 2.
Oh my God.
Now, the question is, did she take any offer? So, I'd like to bring Mackenzie up.
This is a $1.1 million moment for this family from Las Vegas.
Hi, beautiful.
Step over here by your mom and tell us what happened.
Mom, you have been my very best friend. And I don't know if I've ever been able to share with you how much I really look up to you. I do everything you do in terms of philanthropy and working with children, and the way my hair's cut, and the way I dress. And going into this, you told me to be so risky, and I've never seen $39,000. And I've also never seen $1 million. And I had no idea what to do. The pressure of sitting in that seat after you've done so well is something I have never imagined. And my final decision was to take the first offer and play it safe.
Be proud of yourself. We have had the best time here. And there are moments where playing it safe in your life is going to be the smartest thing you can do. And you walked away with $40,000.
Ladies, to have a child of mine look up to me the way you look up to your mother is worth billions of dollars. I think she feels wonderful tonight. Thank you so much for playing Spin the Wheel. We're going home with almost $40,000. Still not bad for a day's work. I'm sure this kind-hearted family from Las Vegas will put that money to good use. I'm Dax Shepard. Thanks for joining us on Spin the Wheel. Good night.